So hey guys, welcome back to the day 7 second video, and today we are going to discuss about the strings. And strings is a very gorgeous concept when it comes to any sort of competitive programming, when it's come to any sort of company placement preparations and interview, then string plays a very major role in it. So according to you, what is a string? Let me first start, because this is the second video. So without wasting any time, I will just start with this video. So talking about the string, what is a string according to you? So if I write a basic string over here, so if I write here a basic string, this is the basic string, guys. Okay, let me give it a name as str. Okay, so str is written as this way. So this is the very basic string. Like this string has been represented in the Python and etc. sort of languages. So this is the basic string. Okay, this is the very much basic string in front of you guys. So string is nothing, but you can just understand it as an array of characters. Okay, you can understand this way, because when it comes to a string, so the string is actually made up of a character, right? I can write like this. Got my point? Where they are individual characters. Very much easy to understand. It's a very basic understanding of how a string actually looks like. Now talking about why we are just talking about strings and all, because string is a very major data type. Okay, when it comes to any sort of representation, whether if you have an ID card, and this is your basic ID card, and your name has been written there, your roll number, your institute name is also written here. So like this, there is many details which are written here. Okay, institute name, roll number, name. So like this, many details are written. So you can understand this way, when we talk about the string, so string has a very major role in any sort of representation. If we talk about data representation format, if we talk about any sort of, if you have a Zomato app and mobile application, so in mobile application also, you know that string plays a very major role. So string is everywhere around you when it comes to any sort of development. So string is the major focus of every development process. String is the major focus. So in Python, how we write string? So it's a very basic to declare the string. So how we can write the string? Like if I want to create str, so this is the basic structure of str. I will just create str and I will just write over here and basic string, done. Easy. Very much easy, guys. There is nothing too much complicated here. We have just written the string. So let me show you guys. I will show you 2 to 3 major operations on string, so that for the further video it gets clear to you that how you can optimize and how you can use the string representation to solve the many problem, and keep in our tradition to solve one of the finest problem on the competitive platforms, so that you get the interview ready in no time. And please like and subscribe. This is our 50 days challenge. Just comment below hashtag 50 days challenge if you are following this challenge. So let's go back to the video, and now we will code it, right? So when we will code it, how we will code it, guys? So I will just take you to the VS Code. Let me start my VS Code. I am doing it in runtime with you all, guys, so that you can understand these basic concepts easily as possible. So now I have just created main.py basics file, and now this particular thing will be reflected to you, everyone, and you can also see the working of it, how it actually looks. So now this thing will be visible to you. Let me go to the screen here, and there is, okay, so like this you can just take it, and now I think this will be visible to you. Okay, so now the VS Code is visible to you. So what we have to do, we have to just do this stuff. Okay, so how we will do this? Let me go on the VS Code and we will just type the concepts. So I am creating one string which is str, and I am just writing here, let's take example of this. So I have written Kalki, correct? Basic, very much basic, simple. Now what I will do, I will just print str. So like this, we will just print our basic string, and you can down here notice that the Kalki has been written. Okay, so let me make it like this so that you can also easily see it. So it's very much simple, guys. You can also see that its Kalki is written over here. So we are done with this, very much say. So like this. We also know that string has some sort of indexes, because I am saying that you can understand it as a character array. So if we talk like this particular string, so in this particular string even there is a cases. How? there is a cases like 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the indexes actually. So by this particular thing we can access a particular character in a string. So how we can do this? Let me show you. How we can perform this particular stuff. So before that I will mute my every sort of devices so that you not get any sort of disturbance in the video in the further. Okay, now let's see if I want to access this particular stuff, that L1, I want to access this L, then how I can do this? I can do it in an easy way. Simple, I will write, instead of this particular thing what I want to print, I will print str of a, and you can see over here that my L is on the second index. So I will simply print second over here, and you will see that below that I will get 1 or I will get L. Okay, so it's easy guys. We have just done the basic operation till now. We have just created one string and we are just trying to access one of the individual elements of it. Why it is important, guys? It is important because when you will run through the problems on the competitive platforms, then these basic concepts will help you. Okay, this basic concept will very much help you. Okay guys, so now let's move. Now let's move again. So here, this is the basic stuff which we done. Correct guys. Okay, now you can even run a loop. Like if I run loop in this particular str and I will print I, let's see what this particular thing will be giving to us. Great. So we got individual characters. Why this thing we have just got? We have got this as an output. I will just put this over here. This is the output which we are getting. Let me comment this. Kalki in a different lines. Okay, so like this we have just got our output. Easy. Like this we have just got our output. So here you can notice one thing, like the things which we are just doing in the array. Okay, like the things which we are doing in our array video. If you haven't watched my array crash course video, just go and just watch array crash course video. It will be really helpful for you to understand the string now. Okay, after watching this video. So okay, like this we have just accessed the individual characters of a string in a very great way and a very easy way as possible. Correct. So now talking about the next operation. Now it's come to the slicing. Part. So slicing is a very important and interesting part when it's come to string operations and etc. So talking about this slicing in Python, how we can just do this slicing, let's see. And importantly, when you talk about the string, so how we can do this string slicing in Python. So firstly, how you can do this? You can do this by using two things. Okay, what you can do, you can first use this slice method. There is two ways of slicing. Let me tell you guys, there are two ways of doing this slicing. First, you can use this slice method, not sick, slice, S-L-I-C-E, slice method, or what you can do, you can use one slice method and you can do it by using this particular representation. I hope you have just seen it, right? If you haven't seen it, let me show you guys. Suppose you have given one string. Let me talk about this particular string even. Okay, so now how we will do the slicing of it? We have this string. Suppose if I create a new string, and I will give it the name, let's take this particular name. Okay, I have taken this name and I have to just slice it. So how I can do this slicing of it? How we can do this slicing of it? Okay, so firstly I will tell you the method one. Okay, method one of slicing. How you can do the method one? Simple. What I will do, I will just call the slice method, and inside the slice method it will take three things: start, stop and step. Like this. So suppose I want to start from the 0th index. Okay, I want to start from the 0th index of it, and from where I have to just go from 0 to go to 2. So okay, 3. Then I have to just go one by one. Okay, I have to go one by one, and let me see what it will print. If I will print, let me see what it will give me. Let me see guys what it will returning me. So if we talk about our approach, how we are just doing it. Okay, so like this, you can see that when I talk about this particular case, so I will just again break it into Y, A, Z, D, A, and N. And talking about the index, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Simple. So I will start from this particular stuff from 0. From 0, I will start. So first from 0 to 3. So I will run from here to here. So from here to here we will be running. So let's see what it will printing. So if I will just go and print the stuff, okay, so it has just printed this thing. Okay, not like this. Let me take this into another. Let me take str1 and let me paste it here and let me call str1, and let's see now. So again I got the same thing. Let me see where I have done the mistake. Let's see. Okay, so I have to just do the slicing. Okay, I have to just do the slicing. So here we are just getting one value. So what we have to do now, we will pass this value in the stars, if I'm not wrong. Okay, let's pass this value into the stars, str1, like this, and let's run. Okay, so it's correct now. Okay, so what we are just doing, we will just print it till here. Why? Because when we give the end index, so it will not run till here, it will run only till here, because it is considering as 1, 2, 3, like this. So got this, understand very much, because what will happen, if we give you range also, if you give you any sort of input here, so if we write like this, let me take again, this is the function of yours, it takes start, it takes stop, and it takes step, correct? This is the slice method. This is very basic slice method which we have just encountered. So from here your string printing will be start, this is start index, from here your thing will be started, and till stop it will go. So thing stop, so the index or the character which is present over stop index. So you can take here example again, let me print red, and I want to slice it from where to where, from 0 to 2, from 0 to 2 I have to slice, then it will print only till here, till 0 and 1, it will not cover 2. Got my point? That's I'm just trying to tell you, or I just want to convey this thing. Like if we give the end thing, so it will just run 1 before it, right? So if I will take example again like this, if I take this example, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So if I want to slice this, now there is a challenge for you all guys. You have to slice this particular thing by using the slice method, and the challenge is, now try to take 2 steps. Okay, try to take 2 steps in it and tell me what you will be getting. So you can take your time, you can take your 2 minutes, and you can just do the hands-on with me, and you can just tell me that if I make the slice till 2, or instead of 1 there, if I write the 2 there, then what will be the case which I will be getting. So that you have to tell me. So okay, how you will do it? You have to just do one thing. I'm just commenting this thing. Okay, I'm again doing it like stars is equal to Rachit, and then what I will be doing, simply I will in the str1 I will be slicing this thing, and I just want to slice, let me take, I just want to slice till end. Okay, because I am giving you to stop, go till 5, you can go till here. Okay, so how we will get this? Simple, length of strs minus 1, like this I will get the ending point, I will get this 5, because what we are calculating when I am writing length of strs, like let me take example, like if this thing is string str, then if I am writing length of str, then it will give me 6. Why? Because it is counting like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, but we want index 5, so I will minus 1. So when I will minus 1 from it, I will get the 5. So because of this reason, I have written length of strs minus 1, and then I will pass the 2, because I want the steps till 2, so I will pass the 2 over here, and simply I will just print strs, and inside this I will just pass str1. So when I will just do this and I will just print this stuff. Okay, so RCI, I got RCI. Let's dry run it, because your approach to dry run the problems actually helps you to make you the strong and a better person, right? So now you have to make it a dry run. How we can do the dry run? So firstly, what things I have just passed? I have just passed over here 0, and here is the 5, and here is the 2. So for the 2 step I have to go. So like this, what will be happening? First I will be printing R. So R is here. Now not this. C, because we are going 2 steps. Got the things? Again it's clear. Let me tell you how 2 steps. First step, second step. First step, second step. We have just gone till first and second step, and then after going through this, what I am doing, I am contributing the C over here. Then again 2 step, 1, 2, I, just got I over here. And then when we talk about the t, then I will move 2 steps, I will be away from here, so it will get stopped because I can run till 5 only. So it's exceeding the limit. So because of that, I will be getting the output as RCI. So I think it's very much clear how we can use the string method. It's very much clear to you guys. So I am just writing here in the output, I am getting the output for this as R, C and I. Clear. Now we will do the string slicing by doing some sort of method 2. So let me here write method 2. Now we will be using this particular thing for the slicing. Got my point? I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. Okay. So first let me tell you the syntax of this method. So let me take you to the screen again and let me tell you the syntax, that how this syntax actually looks like, because it's important. Okay. So now you can see like this. So now we are doing this slicing by using one more method which will look like this. So here what we will write, here we write start, here we write stop. Very much basic. So if I write in this format, then it will look like this. This is the very much basic syntax of this. Okay, it is very much basic syntax of it. Okay, so from where to where it will run? So it will run from start. So the start will be printed until stop -1, it will be printed. Again -1. Why -1 I have written? Because when we talk about the strings like this, if I take this, then remember one thing, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. If I pass here 0 to 4, then when we write about to print the values from 0 to 4, so then till here only the value will be printed. It will not include 4. So what will be my output? HARS only. This will be my output. This is the very much basic thing I just told you about this. Okay, let me talk about the next particular case of this. If I write like this, let me take example, like if I write this as start and this, so what will happen? Let me take example of this string also. Let me take it, this string is named as str. So how I will write it? I will write like this. So what will be my output for this? It will return me the complete string. Okay, so it will give me HARSH because it will be starting from 0. But if I will write it like this, then what will happen? It will give me this thing. If I will write it this thing, then what it will give me? It will give me like, so like this I will be getting the answers. I think it's clear to you how it's working. So it's very much easy, guys. You can understand this thing. Similarly, in the similar fashion, if I write this thing like this, if I write this thing in this format, then what we will be getting? If I write this thing in this particular format, then from beginning till end, okay, from the beginning till end, it will be going on. Like here, if I take this thing and if I give it the name, and if I write this as str, and here what I will be writing, if I write till 3, then if I give the index to it 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, then from where to where it will be printing to me the string values. So here you can understand this thing in a way. So from 0 it will start. So H will be first, correct? H will be my first, then A, then R. So I will get HAR over here, correct? So from where to where? So till start, from start till the stop. So it will run till stop minus, will print the last value of stop -1, which is R. So got the thing from where to where we are running. Okay. So if we want a copy of a complete string, then what I can do? I can simply write, if I take a string name as str again, and let me give you the name HARSH again to it. And if I want a complete copy of it, then how I can write? I can just give an str, let me write it as an str, and here what I will be doing? Simple, guys. What I will be doing? I will just pass like this. So it will give me the complete string. No stop. Got my point? But if you want the step thing, like you have noticed when we talk about the slice method, so in the slice method you are having start, you are having stop, and also you are having the steps. So if I want to write steps here in this particular format, then how I can do? Simple guys, we will add one more thing. It will be the start, it will be the end or stop, and you also have step over here. So if I want to take the same example of Rachit here, then how I can do it? How I can do it? 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. So how I can just write? I will start from here, then length of, let me take the name as str, the string is str. So how will be doing? S1 of length of S1 minus 1 till 1 step, so then it will be the positive of 1. Simple. Okay, it's minus 1 by the way. Let me correct this, minus 1 then again. Easy. Okay, so it's a basic thing. I think you have just understood this thing. Now we'll do the practical implementation of it. So we will start from here. Let me take you to the VS Code so we can do the things, because practical hands-on helps you the most. So now we are again back to the VS Code, and let me create a new here only. I will do this. So let me take the string and let me pass it as example. Let me take Harsh here. So like this, I will declare the string. Do the hands-on with me, guys, because it's very important to do the hands-on. Without this thing, you will not understand a single step. So like this. So first, what I have to print? First, I have to print from start to end. Let's say I start from 0 and I want to print till the end. Then what I will do? Simple. I will take the length of this particular strings minus 1. Simple, guys. When I will do this, will it give me the strings till end? Will it give me? No, it will not give me. Why? Because when I will do this, I will get the string till S only. So for this, I will have to remove this thing. Now I got the complete string. Okay, so the output for this thing is this. Okay, let me print now next case. So we have just seen start and end. Okay, so when we will run this particular stuff, okay, so we are just running this thing now, which is just shown below. From 0 to 4 I have to run. Okay, this particular thing, and let's see what I am getting. So till HARS, which I have just told you over here, we are getting. Correct, guys? Getting the answers? Okay. Moving further. Let me print now next case. Let me print the next case. This is my next case to be printed. We are starting from here, and if I make it as an empty, then let's see from where to where it will move. So I am starting from 0 and I am making it end, or I am making it, I'm not writing any value. So you will notice that it is printing the complete string, which I have just told you when we are just running it. Similarly, when I am printing again, now from where to where, if I want to print from here to 3, because you have just seen this thing in this case, so I get the answer HAR, which we already know we will get. Okay, till now we are going great. Let me print this complete. If I write like this, then my complete string will be printed. Okay, notice we are getting the answers. Correct? Doing great. Okay, now we will talk about this step. So how we can do this step? Similarly, I will just write strs. I will start from 0 and I will grow from till now I will take the example of a Rachit here. So I will just write strs 1. Let me take the name as Rachit over here, and what I will be printing? Similarly, I will be printing strs, and I will be starting from 0. I will be starting from 0 to length of strs. I will be starting from length of strs because it will go till end. So remember one thing. Now I have made a mistake over here. Okay, it's not actually the mistake, but it's a mistake in the code implementation part. I will not run it till L-1. Okay, I will not run till L-1 because it will fail to take the last case. Okay, and I will move the step of +1, and again let's see what it will be returning. So it's giving me that string indexes can be list not tuple. Okay, sorry, I have created this thing. So there will be one video on tuple also soon. So again it's giving me like object is built-in function is not subscriptable. Okay guys, I am doing again and again the stuff. It will be length of strs1. Okay, like this. Again it is giving me an error. Let me see why we are getting this error. Again, Okay, so length of str I am getting from here. Simple guys, and instead of this thing, it will be like this and it will be like this. So that's the error. Okay, so you will notice I got the complete string, but let's see, because I want to print this thing, so I will write this str as 1. Okay, because this is the 1th string, and then I will just print it. So it is printing the complete string. It is printing the complete string. But if I say it as this, then I got RCI again. Correct? So by using this method also we have fetched this thing. So these two concepts are the very important concepts when it comes to string. Now we will see two more important concepts, and after this we will solve some questions. Okay. So we will be seeing two more important stuff here when we talk about the basics, and then we will just move to the questions. Okay. So let me take you to the basic stuff. So this is the screen which is visible to you. Now the two things we will see. First we will see how we can convert the string to list, and then what we will be saying, how we can convert the list to string. Now you will be wondering why it is important. Because when we talk about the questions, and when you will see the questions, you will notice one thing, that in the first question itself you will notice one thing, that you cannot simply, just like any sort of normal array, you cannot simply mutate a string or mutate a particular index. What I mean guys, like take an example of a case. Suppose you are given one string which is Kalki right now. Let me take okay, forget about it. Let me take like this. This is the string which is given to you. Is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the particular indexes. So if I want to change the value of this, then how I can do it? There can be different approaches possible. So how I can change it? So let me take an example. This name is at strs. So I cannot just write like this. You just change this value to p. This will be wrong, because in the Python you can't do it. Okay, you can't just mutate the strings like this. So it is immutable. So now what we will have to do? First, what we will have to do? So for doing this particular operation, we will have to first convert our string into the list, and then we can do the things over here. And after conversion, then what will happen? I will just convert this thing, and this L will become the P, and then K and I. Now I got this. Let me take an example of this as an L1 list. Now I have to convert this again. Now I will have to convert this again into the list. Then how list, I have to convert this thing into the string again, because in the many question I have to return the string. So how I can convert a list into a string? Simply guys, now I will tell you how you can do the string, how you can just convert this again into this particular thing. So I will tell you two operations over here. When you want to convert a particular string into a list, you can write a very simple operation and very easy operation, and it is nothing guys, it is nothing. It is a very simple operation to be written, and it is, when I want to convert a string into a list, simply just write L1 is the list name, list, and inside it pass on your string. Simple. So by using this thing, by using this particular stuff, you will able to convert the basic, or you can say you can be easily converting this thing. Okay, you can easily convert this string into a list. And after that, when it's come to a case like you have to convert this list into a string, then how you can do it? Simply guys, just write like dot join, and here what you will be passing? You will be passing this list. So how you will be passing? L1. So like this you will be getting entire this particular, let me take as an L2 string. So this will be your L2 string. Simple guys. Let us implement this thing. Let go. So we are again on our screen. So I think it's visible to you. If it's not visible, now it will be visible. So now what we'll be doing, basically we will just swapping or just changing the index. So let me take an example here. Let me take it as an changing index, changing.py. Okay, so how it will gonna look? So firstly what I have to do, simply I will take one string strs, and I will be passing the value as Kalki here. Simple. I am passing the value as Kalki here. Now what I have to do? Very much simple. Don't get hesitant in any sort of problematic situations here. Just understand this thing. When I will writing this, I cannot access directly, because if we will see it, if I try to do this, if I try to access 2 and I want to change this to P, it will be returning me an error. Got the error? String object does not support item assignment. Got the error? Okay. So now how we will doing? We will first converting this string into a list. And how we will be doing it? Simply guys, I am creating L1 list, and what I will do? I will just pass the strst over here. Simple. Now what I have get? What is L1 here? Now L1 is the list. Got the list? This is the list which we have got. I am just writing the output of it. Okay. Now what I can do? Now I can do the operation. Like if I want to change this particular thing, or if I want to change this stuff, then now I can do it easily. How? I have to just write L1 of 0 or 2 should be changed to P. And after that, what I have to do? I will print the list one again, so that you can also understand what output we are getting. So same, my thing at my particular list got changed. See this? Okay, the P is changed. Now I have to just return this list as a string, because I just want the change in the string. So how I can do this? So now we will convert our list into this string. So how we will be doing it? Guys? It's easy. How we can do it? We have just seen it. Let me create one L2, and here what I will do? I will take an empty string and I will just join. I will use the join function and I will just pass it here, and I will just pass the L2. And you will notice one thing, that this thing will be converted. Okay, so now I got my change string and it looks like this. Got the thing? It's very easy. It is the basic. I am just telling you the basic operation, because it is important to you to get understand and make a good understanding of it. Okay, so I think we have just done with the basic. There are many methods. If you will comment down below, I will just create one more part of it. So of the basics. But today, keeping our tradition to solve one of the finest problem on the competitive platforms. You are just on it, our track to make it done. Okay guys, so how we'll be doing it? We'll just go to the platform again. So talking about the problem, what problem we have just got now? Let me take you to that problem. So first problem, it's a simple problem. It's a problem on, this problem is on the geeks of geeks. So this is problem which is in front of you. So what this problem actually says? So here in this problem is to check the palindrome. That is, my particular string is a palindrome or not. So what is palindrome according to you? So taking an example of a palindrome. So for any sort of thing, what you tell as a palindrome. So take example of this particular string. Okay. If we talk about the number also, this is the number. If I write it from here, 1001, then also it is like this. So it means this is a palindrome. But when I talk about this particular thing, and if I talk it as, is there a palindrome? No, because when I write this particular thing like this, then they are not equal. So it means they are not palindrome. Like this particular thing, A, B, B, A. Okay, if I write like this, A, B, B, A. If I write it from here also, A, B, B, A. Same guys. So it means these are palindrome, because when I am writing from here also, it is giving me the same thing. So it means it is a palindrome. Great guys. So it means it is a palindrome. Clear. It's very clear to you guys, because it is a palindrome. Now, how we will do it? So what we will be doing guys? First we will be taking our string which we have just got. Suppose in the example here, we have just got this thing. Let me take you to the approach panel. Okay. So now we'll be discussing this thing. Suppose I got one string. Let me take an example of a string as, let me think of a string. Let me take a general string like PAAP, PAP. Okay. I am taking this string. Easy guys. Taking this string. It's not a matter of any sort of problematic situation. This thing you can easily take. Now what we will be doing? Here, I have taken this string. So firstly I will convert this thing into an array. Simple. Like PAAP. Simple array representation, no problem in it. Easy. Like this thing, you can easily convert this thing into array. I have just told you an operation how to do it previously. So you will convert this thing into an array. Let me give the name as L2 here. Now you you have seen there, we have just in the previous video, just go and watch the array video, array crash course video. They have done one question, and the name was the question is to reverse a list. Okay, so there was one question which we have done in our previous crash course. There was one extension to it only. Now what I will do, I will create two pointers. One pointer will be my start and one pointer will be my at end. So till my start value is lesser than end, I am using the while loop. Like till my start value is lesser than end, what I have to check? I just have to check that whether my start is equal to end or not. It means I have to check whether my start and end are equal. Like in this case, P and P are equal. So what I have to do? I have to increment this thing and I have to decrement this thing, right? So how we can write this? I have to check that if L2 of start is equal to L2 of end. If this thing happens, then what you have to do? Simply start plus plus and end minus minus. Simple guys. This like this we have to do. So remember this thing in Python, this thing is not supported, plus plus and minus minus, and instead of this we write like this: start plus equal to 1 and end minus equal to 1. Correct guys? So it will go till here, and if this thing successfully happens, and it gets complete, then it is same. Okay, then it will be correct. But if thing doesn't happen, then it means it is not same. Like in first I will check these two things, P and P, it is same. After that I will increment this thing and decrement this thing, and then I will check these two things, they are also same, and after that this loop will be stopped. So if this thing I get, then simply guys, got the understanding of this particular question. It's easy for you. Now we'll just do the implementation part of it. Let me go to the implementation part. Just try to thresh some keys over here. So let me take you to the implementation window. So this is our implementation window where we are. Okay, just make it big for you so that you can easily see this like this. Okay. So now what I have to do, I will create one start pointer here, and this start pointer will be at 0, and one end pointer which will be at length of s minus 1, because I have to take the index. So for this thing I have to take minus 1 also, because if I will not write minus 1, then it will be returning me, if this is this string, then it will be returning me as 5, and 5 index does not exist because we write index like 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I'll have to write minus 1, so I will get the 4. Correct? Like this I will write, and then I will create one while loop. Like whether my start will be lesser than end, what I have to do, simply I have to check like if my s of, but before that I have to convert this thing into, let me create a list, and what I have to do, simply I will pass the s over here. Okay, now there can be two particular things. Like you can do one thing here. You can do like this. You can create one new string. Let me or a new array. Let me take a new array. You have created result array or a result. Now what you can do, when this thing gets equaled, okay, then what you will do, simply like when your L1 of start is equal to L2 of start, then what you have to pass, then simply just do this thing. You have to just do the result dot append L2 of end. Let's say like this, or not like this, just swap. Your start will become your end and your end will become your start. Okay, now you don't need a new result also. Okay, just create a new string. Also. Okay, there is no new string. Okay, let me solve the complexity of this thing again. Let me take you to the concept panel. Okay, so here what I am just trying to tell you, like you have given this string. Let me take PAAP again. First you just convert this thing into this. Then what we will do? We will just run a start pointer from here and end from here, and then what we will do, till your start is lesser than end, what we will do, we will just swap the values. What it means, like this value will come over here and this value will come over here. So this value will be P from here and this value will be P from here. Like this we will just swap. Okay, we will just swap, and after swapping we will be incrementing start and end will be decremented here and start will be here. Again we will swap. So like this I will get a new array after swapping. Let me take an example of this, like here only. If we take after swapping, what I will get again this array, then I will convert this thing into this string, and then I will match this particular string with this particular string. And after match, if they get successfully matched, then it means that it is a palindrome, then it's not a palindrome. Take an example of a case where it will not be a palindrome. Let me take this particular thing. If I run a while loop from start is lesser than end, and my start is over here and my end is over here, then what will be my case of running? Very much simple, guys. What we will be doing, we will just check and we will just swap. This value will come over here and this value will come over here. So how it will look like, L will be here and K will be here. Simple. Now my start is like this and my end is like this. Now again I will take these two things and just swap. Then it will become K and it will become A. Okay, and simply when it comes it will remain same only. So L K L A K I K L A K. Now if I match this thing with my previous string which I just got, now they are not equal. It means that they are not a palindrome number. Simple implementation. Now let's see how we can do it in a code. So writing a code is not a big task. Like we will get one string. Let me take example. Like if this thing is a string which you have just got, and you have to check whether it is a palindrome or not. Okay, let me take an example of a string which is a palindrome. Let me take like this. Now what will be happening? We will create one L2 which will there we will convert this thing into a list. So after conversion of this thing, what I will do, I will create one start and end pointer. Start will be at 0 and my end will be at length of strs minus 1. So I will run a while loop. Okay, so while my start is lesser than end, what I have to do, simply I just have to swap this value. And for swapping in Python it is very easy. You can, if it is in the other language you are watching, and if you are following some sort of other languages, then you can use the temp variable and do the swap. But since this video belongs to the Python, I will tell you the Python approach. So how we can do the swap? Simply guys, just do L2 of start comma L2 of end, L2 of end, L2 of start. Like this swapping will be done, and then you have to just increment the start pointer and you have to decrement the end pointer. And after that what you have to return? What you will have to return, because you have done the swapping operation, you are just incrementing and decrementing the operators which you are just wanting to do. And after this particular thing, what you have to do? This thing you have done successfully. Okay, now you have got your swapped. Okay, or you have just got your swapped answer. Now you have to convert this L2. Which is your list, into a string. How you can convert this thing into the thing? Like what I will do, I will just write like this. I will just pass on here the value which will be dot join, and here I will write the name of the list which is L2. Okay, this is the L2. Let me give a new variable like L3. Now I will check, like if my L3 is equal to the string which I have just passed previously, then what I have to return? Then return true. Else, if it is not getting equal, then you have to return false. Got the approach, guys? How you will do this problem? Got the approach? So we have created this approach right now in this video only. So how we will doing it? Okay, now I think it's clear. Now we'll just go to the code part. Now it will be easy for you. Okay, so what modifications you have to make? We will just let me take an example, like in the stars I am passing the S, then start, end, I am converting this thing into the L-1. Till now it's okay. We have done this operation. We have completed this particular operation. Now we'll run the while loop. Okay, so now while will be from here to here. What I have to do, I will just swap the values. So L1 of start, comma, L1 of end will be equal to L1 of end, comma, L1 of start. Easy guys, easy. Like this we will be doing. Correct? Got the approach? And after that what I have to do, I have to move this S, because what is happening when we take about the array problem, when we take about this thing. So my start is here and my end is here. So after this particular swapping, and after this particular swapping will be done, then I have to move the start here and move the end over here. So for that particular thing, I have to increment the start pointer by 1 and I have to decrement the end pointer by 1. Correct? So start will be my +1 and my end will be the end -1. Now I think it's correct. Okay, like this we will be doing the stuff. Okay, now this we will be doing like this, we will be doing the stuff. So it's clear guys. Come on, let's go again. Now we'll do the next thing. Now we'll perform our next thing. What is the next thing? Now I will be converting this L1 or this list into the, now I've got my thing, I just got this swapped. Let me take an example. After this particular completion, what answer I will be getting? This 2 will be swapped, so it will be I and here is the K. Okay, this 2 will be swapped, so K will be here, A will be here and I will be here. Okay, L will be here. Okay, so now I have to convert this particular thing into this I, K, L, A, K. So how I will do it? I will simply use the join method. So like this, dot join, and I will pass here L1. So for that only I have written this particular code. Okay, for that particular thing I have written this code. So now here I will create one new list. Let me take example of L3. Okay, now L3 you can take an example here, and then what you can do, simply you can write the things dot join, and what you will be passing here, simply the list L1. Okay, and then what you can do, now we will check for the conditions, like if my L3 is equal to the strs, then what you have to do guys, then just return true, because it means that my palindrome condition is successfully met. Okay, and if it is not, then in the else condition you have to just return false. Easy peasy problem. Okay, now let's see if we got the answer, because many times we get stuck here. So let's compile and run this thing. Okay, so what I have to do, instead of true and false, I have to pass 0 and 1. So 1 means true and 0 that means false. So just compile and run. So compilation is completed. We will submit our solution and let's see we got the solution or not. Okay, so we have successfully done this problem. This problem is aced guys. We have successfully solved this problem. So I think it's clear to you, because you've used the basics which is covered in the previous part of the video. If your basics are not clear, then again I will just suggest you to go in the previous part of the video and first cover the basics. Okay, it's very much important for basics. If you will not cover the basics, then you will get stuck in this particular code. Okay, so I think it's clear to you. Okay, it's clear to you. Now we'll move to the next problem if it's clear to you. So the next problem is, I am just taking it for you, is this problem. Let me give a description of it. Okay, so this is the problem. This is an easy problem. So for that I have just taken this problem because it will be easy for you to solve this. So now let's see what we have just got. Okay, so now according to this problem, the name of the problem is merge strings alternatively. So what it means, you have given one string. Let me take example of a string. Let me take one string str1. This is the one string which you have just given, and this is the second string which is you given, p, q and r. Now what you have to do? Now you have to simply do the merging operation. Okay, it's easy. Merging operation, you have to just perform the merging operation here. So how you will be doing it? How you will be performing the merging operation here? So like this, what you have to do? First, you have what your output should look like. These two strings you will be passing, and your output will look like this. Like this. So what the output looks like. So how we are just getting this output, let's understand this thing. So you have passed two strings. One is your str1 and one is your str2. Easy guys. You have passed two string over here. Now understand it in a very easy way. Do not make it very much complex. Just understand this problem in an easy way as possible. So it will be more easy for you to just go through it. Okay. So now what we are just doing it. First we will be printing this particular thing. Okay. A. So A is printed. Then I will take the first element from this. Then this will be printed. Then again in the previous I will go and print this. Then I will take element from here and I will print this. Then I will take element from here again, and then I will take the element from here to be printed. So one by one I will be going like this. So instead of this string, let's understand this problem first. So let's go to the problem, and now I think it will be visible to you. Okay. So now let's see. Now let's understand this question. So you have given two strings, right? Like you have given one string which is A, B, C, and you have given two string which is like P, Q, R. Pretty much easy and clear, because just understand this thing. Do not get hesitate of it. So first I have to check. Let's suppose I am having this string P, Q, R, S, T. Let's take example of this string, because by using this particular worst case you will be easily able to solve this problem, because this is the worst case as possible. So you can easily go on and solve this. Okay. So now let's understand this thing. How we can do this. So what I will be doing, what will be my approach of solving this problem. So let's understand this thing. Okay. So what I will be doing, simple, like this, I will be returning this string first, so that you can also understand this thing. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Why I am writing this I will tell you shortly. Okay. So first, if I talk about the output of this thing, what will be my output? How I will write it? I will write it like first will be A, then will be my P, okay, then will be my B, then will be my Q, then will be my C, and then will be my R. And after this thing, what will be my output? These two will together contribute here. Got the thing? So I have just got I just got the basic stuffs. So what I will have to do, simple guys, how we will do this? We will do it in a very simple way as possible. So firstly, from where to where we will be running this. So what I will do, I will take 2 pointers. Now let's see. Now it's come to the approach part. Let me take again this strings. Let me just copy this there. Just copying this string. Just copied it. Okay. Now what I will do, simply A, B, C, S2 will be my P, Q, R, S and T. Starting from the here and here. I will take 2 pointers first. Understand this thing. I will take 2 pointers. One will be my I pointer, one will be my J pointer. Easy guys, very much easy. Just understand this thing. I will take 2 pointers. One will be my I pointer and one will be my J pointer. So guys, so first I will also calculate the length of S1, because I will have to move this I pointer to the length of S1. Let me put it here in L1 or Ln. Okay, just I will calculate the length of S1. So, and then I will calculate the length of S2 also. And let me store this into the LE1 and LE2. Easy guys. So till now what I have done, 2 things. I have given one I pointer which is at my 0 and J is also at my 0. I is targeting to S1 and J is targeting to S2. This is the first step I have done. Second step what I have done, I have calculated the length of it. Okay. Now talking about the next step. So now how my next step will look like? I will create one result list. Okay. So from where to where this I will be running. So this I will run till the end of this particular string, or I can say that this I will run from 0 to LE L1 minus 1 because L1 is my length. So length of S1 minus 1 till there I will be moving. Okay, and from where to where my J will be moving? My J will move to 0 to LE2 minus 1 or the length of second minus 1. Simple. Like this it will be moving. And now in my every step, what I will do, in my every step, I will append this thing into this result list. So like you can consider this as a situation when I will take my result right now as my empty. So my I is over here, A, then my J like P. Now my I shifts here and my J also shifts here. Again, just compare, not comparison, just we will directly add it. Okay, in the similar fashion my I will be here, so it will be my here and here my J, which will be my R. So now from here this will be stopped. My loop will get stopped. Got the thing? Now here my loop will get stopped. Now this is the matter of a problem because we want these two things also at the end, because till here we have done this by using the loop. Like this thing we have using the while loop and we just done this. So by the end of this particular thing I will be getting this particular result, and how it's look like A, P, B, Q, C, R. But where is S and T? Now for that I will use that slicing method. What I will do? I will do it in a very simple way. After that I will just append my complete this thing. Okay, my complete S1, or let's take example of S2 now. S2 from where to where? Because my I value is out here, as at my R, my J value is at here. So what I will do? I will put from J to directly. So what we will be doing? It will add all the elements after J. Got the point? But in many cases it can be possible that your S will be big like this. Then what we will be doing? Then for that particular case also we will be preparing, and for that case what we will be doing? We will also write like this till end. Got the point? It's correct. And after this thing, after this particular string, what we will be doing? We will be returning the result. But here what we will do? We will be converting this result, because result is right now my result is a list. So I will convert this list into an string. So how we will be doing? We will be returning dot join dot append, not append. I will just write and I will pass result. So what we will be doing? This code will convert my result from list to string. Now approach is clear, guys. I'll just break down this problem. I've just broken down this problem in a very simple way as possible and try to make you understand. Okay, so now let's implement this thing, guys. Now because this is an approach, we have just drawn the approach. Now I just want to implement this thing. Okay, so now you can just see we are back on our lead code, and it's a lead code problem. So let's solve it. Okay, so now here we are given the name word1 and word2 for the string names. Like here we are considering S1 and S2. Instead of S1 and S2, on the lead code, this S1 is your word1 and this S2 is your word2. That's the difference only. Okay, that's the matter of difference. This is your word1 and this is your word2. Easy. Now what we will be doing in our first step, what we will be finding out? We first find the length of both of it. So when we talk about the L1, then it will be the length of word1, and L2, which will be the length of word2. Simple. And we'll be creating one result array, which will be like this. So while, now this is the important, from where to where my while will be running. So this particular I will run till the length minus 1, and this particular J will also run till the length minus 1. So remember one thing, wherever we got a least string, it will get stopped. Okay, because my I is like here and J is like here, and after that the J can move easily but my I cannot move. So that will create a problem. So whenever we get one particular pointer stop, the next pointer will be stopped there only. Okay, if my I is stopping over here, then my J will also stop over here. J will not go again. So I will have to break the loop. So how I can do this? How I can implement this thing? I can just try to run this thing in a condition where my I should be lesser than equal to my length of I, and my I not like this. Here will be my L1, and J you have to run till the L2. Now remember one thing, I will have to initialize these two pointers. My I will be on 0 and J will also on my 0, because here we have just told this thing of initialization, how we will do it. Okay, just come to the problem again, how we can do it. So okay, now we are pretty much clear on this problem. We are on this step. Now after this, what I have to do? What I have to do, guys? What I have to do? I have to simple append the values now. First I will append the ith value, then I will append the j value. So simple result.append. What I will do? Simple. I will just pass the word 1, and here I will pass the I, and then result.append, and I will just pass the word 2, and here will be the j. And after that, what I will be doing? Simply increment the I next and j next, because we will be have to do the incrementation part also. So we will be doing incrementation, and after the incrementation, now till this code, this particular thing has been done. Now to add this stuff, what we will be doing? We will be writing directly over here. So result.append. If anything got left out, then you have to just append. If in the case of word 1, I will append from I2, and in the case of here, I will just simply append from word 2 to j to next all. Now like this thing, now again I have to convert this thing. So I will take let me take as 3. Okay, and what I will be doing, I will just convert this result list. Now I have to convert this list into a string. So I can do this simply, guys. I will just pass the string dot join, and inside this I will just pass the result. Okay, just pass the result, and then I will just return the L3. Okay, simply I have to return the L3, and let's see that if we got any error in this code or not, and if it not, then it's accepted, guys. Great, guys, you've done this problem. So I think you understood this thing, the concept behind it, because conceptual understanding is very much important in these questions. Okay, so like this we will be solving, and it's accepted. Okay, so like this thing, like this we have just solved this problem. Now we are on the last problem of this particular crash course on strings. We are on the last problem, on the edge of solving it. So let's talk about the problem of greatest common divisor of string. So I will recommend you to please read this problem once. The description, it is given in the description, because it's a boss problem for today. So let me write this problem. So the problem name is greatest common divisor of strings. Okay, this is the problem name. Now guys, how we will do it? How we will do it? Again, my question comes to here only. How we will do it? So you will be solving this problem in a very easy way. In a very easy way, you will be solving this problem. So just keep your mind clear about it, and you will be gonna ace this problem. Okay, how? Firstly, you have given two string. Okay, I will tell you this problem first. So this is the problem, and okay. So you have given two strings. Let me talk about string 1. So your string 1 looks like ABC, ABC, and your string 2 looks like ABC. Okay, so greatest common divisor of a string. Okay, so you're given two string str1 and str2, and you have to return the largest string x such that x divides both the string str1 and str2. So you have to you have to determine a largest string so that it can divide both this thing, or both this particular string. I have to keep one string. Like you can take an example of this case. So here ABC is the largest string. How? Because this ABC can divide this also. Like if I break this, like if this thing is 1, this thing is 2, and let me write here 1. So now you can see ABC is the string. If I divide ABC by ABC, then it will be returning me 1. If I divide this thing by this, then it will be giving me the 2. So now you can see that this particular string can easily divide these two strings. But when I come to the cases like this, if I come to the cases like this, if this is the case here and this is the ABC, then also this will be the string and this will be able to divide. Got my point? Got my point, guys? Got my point? Okay, so here what you will notice this string, if I choose AB, if I choose one A, if I choose A only, that will not gonna work. Okay, let me choose B, AB both. If I choose AB both, then if I divide this thing by AB, then this will not be divisible by AB, because there are many things which are coming. This thing will also not get divisible by AB. So now what we can do? If I choose this ABC also, then also it will not get divided because the C will be left behind. So now how this is the problem. Okay, so you have to find the things, like this is the first case you have just got. Let me take an example of a second case. Like this is the string which you have just got. Okay, and this is the string. Like there you will be getting two string, str1 and str2. So this is the str1 and this is the str2. Now if I take example of AB, so this thing will be divisible by itself. It is easy, like AB will be divisible by itself only by is no problem. This thing. So right, so AB is the string by using which I can divide this also. It will be returning 3 because first time, second time and third time. Got my point? And this is my string 2, which is AB. So you have just gotten the answer what I'm just trying to tell. You can also take example of this, like this is the AB, and let's say if this thing looks like this, if I have two strings like this, okay, this is my str1, this is my str2. Okay, now again see the same trend. Okay, again see the same string. If I choose this AB, then what will happen? AB if I will choose, then this will be left behind. So it means I cannot choose this. So how you can do this? How you can solve this problem? I will take this case only, and I will just take this case and help. By using this, I will just try to create one approach. So let me give you an approach. You can just pause the video. You can try if you want, because this will take the concept from starting to end which we just discussed. Okay. So the here my string 1 is given to me and it is looking like AB and AB, and I having my string 2 which is looking like AB. Easy guys, like this it is looking. Now remember one thing again here. Now what we will be doing? So instead of checking like this, I will just break this into this stuff so that you can also get an easy understanding of it. And I will write here AB, and here I will be writing AB. So what I can do? I will start from big. Okay, let me take example of this complete. If I take this complete, so this will be divisible by AB. But is this thing will be divisible by AB? So no, it will not get divisible because this thing will be getting left behind. So I cannot choose this complete. Correct? So I cannot choose this complete. So now what I will do? I will just decrement it. So when I will just decrement it, it will come over here. Now let's take this thing. Now this thing, let me check, like ABA. So this thing is also not getting divisible. This is also not getting divisible. Again, goes to never. Okay, goes to nowhere. Now I will again make it short. Now I will take this thing. Now I will take AB. So by using AB, this complete will be divisible 1 and 2. And when we talk about this thing, this will also get divisible 1, 2 and 3. So it means my answer will be the AB. Correct? Easy. So instead of choosing one by one from here, I have used the greedy approach and choose the maximum first. till 4 I have chosen and I just matched. If it is not, then what I will be doing, I will be just decrementing it to 3, then it is also matching, it's not getting divisible, then I am choosing like this. So at that particular case, it is getting divisible to both this case, so it means that this thing is the least and the smallest thing. So got the approach, how will be solving this, got the approach. Okay, so now let's me write the step of solving this. Okay, so first we will calculate the length of the both strings. Okay, so simply when you talk about the length, so let me create two variables for it. Easy. I will take L1 length 1. In the I will just pass the first word or the first string. In this case, let me see what we have just given. So in this case, we have given str1 and str2. So easy, guys. So we just pass over str1 and we will create length 2. In this, we will be passing str2. First step is clear. Let's move to the second step. First step is clear, guys. Okay. Now we move to the second. Now what will we doing? Now we will be creating one particular thing. Okay. Now here what will we be doing, guys? We will be just creating a loop. So where to where it will be running? So from I to 0. You can just understand this thing like this. So I will have to run a loop. From where to where, guys? From where to where? So firstly, I will check the minimum of both str1 and str2. I will check the minimum of it. I will check, like this is my str1 and this is the str2. I have to choose the minimum of the array. Okay, so I will choose the minimum string. So how I can choose? Because I cannot do this thing, it will be more complicated over this string. So what I will do, from both this string I will choose the minimum. So this thing is the minimum. This string is not minimum, this is the minimum. So how my computer will be knowing here? So I will just use the minimum function here. Okay. So by using the minimum, I will find the minimum of the string. So till now what we have done, we have find out the length of both these strings, and I just figure out the minimum of it. And from there what I will be doing, I will be moving to the next from here to 0 and -1. Why -1? Just go in the previous array 1, there you will just understand why I just used it, because in the crash course I covered one of the basics problem also. There are 5 problems I have covered, so there you can just easily understand this thing. So like this thing, what I am doing basically, I am just going from 4 to 3 then 2. The approach I just discussed previously. So I created one loop. Now in that particular loop, what I will be doing, what I will be doing here, not string, guys, it will be the length of both of it. I just choose the minimum of it. So here the length of 1 and length of 2 will be placed. Now inside this loop, what I will do, inside of this loop I will be doing, inside of this loop I will be checking that whether my L, how you can just understand this thing, you can take if you write I in the loop now, like this you can take. So I will check for a number, like from this particular 4. So in this particular 4, this particular thing like AB is divisible by both of it or not. So let me write this function. If this thing is divisible, then we will return this string. Okay, we will return the string again till L or till I, sorry. Okay, because I will tell you this thing in a very brief as possible, and if this thing we will return normal. Now we will see this thing. Okay, now we will see the functioning of this thing, how we are just doing it. So here we are passing the L. Now let's see, in the Python we create a function by using the def. So do not get confused in it. Def is divide. Now what are you doing? Now we'll be checking, like if this particular L is divisible by the length of which length? Just see the question. Where is the problem? We are saying not L. We will checking that whether my length 1 is divisible by L completely or not, because you can just understand of a scenario. Like whether, if this thing is the case, AB, let me just extend A and B over here, and this will be the A, B, okay, A and B. Now this thing is 4, okay, and here this thing is guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we all know, guys, when we talk about the things like here, if I take 4 over here, so 4 mod 4 will return me the 0. It's great, this will work. But when I will write 6 mod 4, then it will not return me 0. So it means this case is not possible. So doing the computations, what we are just doing, we are just checking for the length. Length is divisible by the particular number. Like if I am choosing here 4, so from 4 it is not divisible. 4 mod 4 is equal to 0, but 6 mod 4 is not equal to 0. So if this thing is not possible, then this particular substring is not possible. Because if you will just put it over here, then it will be like this. This thing AB will be left behind, right? So to check this particular condition, what I will be doing, simply this, by using this particular thing, I have checked for this first string. Now I have to check for here also 4 mod 4. So length of 2 mod L should also return. Okay. So I think you understood this thing. Just make it short. Now let's see. Now let's see guys. Now if this thing gets to 0, then we will be returning the false. Clear? Easy? We are going on a right track. Now what we'll be doing? Now we'll be talking about the factors. Okay. If this thing happens, then we'll be returning the false. Simple. You're going to returning the false. Now if this thing doesn't exist, then what I have to do? I have to create the factors like F1 and F2. Now F1 for the first thing, because what I am doing, when we are just doing the division of it like this, then this actually contributes to the factors. So F1, what will be my factors of F1? Simply what we will be doing? We will be just doing the floor of this and length of 2 like this, floor divisions of it. By this I will get the factors, like how much time it's getting repeated. Like this you can understand. Like if I get a factor over here as 0, then I don't have to do anything. Here what I will be getting? I will be getting 1. Because when I will do this, not here, this is the completely different case, not here. Simple. When I get this thing, this means floor division. Okay. When you will just dividing, it will just return me to the 2 as a remainder. So this will be the, you can say 1.5 will be my answer, but this will be 1 because we are using floor division here. So 6 divided by 4 will return me as 1 and 4 by 4 it will return me as 0. So these are the factors. Like you can understand this thing, like this thing contributes me to the 6, this thing contributes me to the 4. So when I am dividing it, because in the minimum value, what is the minimum value I am getting? 4. So 4 comes inside it. Now 4, I am getting 0. So it means that here it's getting completely divisible. Here what is happening? We are getting 1. So it means still it's not getting divisible. So when it will be getting complete divisible, it will be returning false. So we are getting the factors. Now what we can do? By taking the factors, we can just replicate these strings. Because now we know the factors. Now what will be returning? Simply guys, we will be returning simple str1 from where to where guys? Because now we know the factors. Now we know the factors guys, because we know F1 is 1 and F2 is the 0. Simple. F1 is 1 and F2 is 0. So whenever we'll be getting this particular case, I have to just multiply this thing now. Simple. So from where to where I will be getting multiplied? From here to I. Okay, from here to I, you can say what we will be getting, what we will be doing. We will simply getting multiply by factor 1. This will return me the string 1 and we will check it with the string 1 again for the condition, because you will be checking here, because we want that thing should be common, right? Like if I am choosing from here, if I am choosing this particular stuff, and inside that if I am choosing this particular stuff, so what I will be doing? By multiplying the factors. So here what will be the factor? It will be the 2 factor over here and it will be the 3. So AB will be multiplied by 2 and it will be returning me as AB and AB. And here is 3, so it will be returning me as AB, AB and AB. And what we will be doing after generating these particular strings, we will be comparing this thing with this, and we will be comparing this thing with this, and after a successful comparison we will do the next. And now for this string 2, what will be doing the same. Similarly, it will be running till here. Okay, not just write the string 1 also, and here we'll just do the factor 2, and I will be checking with this string 2. Simple, because we are just generating these particular strings now, and after generation we are checking whether they are the same or not. If they are same, then it's no problem. Then if they are not same, that's a problem. So now, like this thing, will be implementing this particular function, and after this thing, we can just easily figure it out. Like if they are getting this thing, that's done. It means okay, we have just got our lowest factor, which is AB. Because when we multiply this AB with the 2 over here, I am getting AB, and when I am comparing this thing with my original string, it's getting matched. Talking about the above string, AB is multiplied with the 3, I am getting AB and AB. Again I am comparing this thing with the previous, it's getting matched, so it will return me the answer. Got the thing? And if it will not have anything, then above also we have written, it will return me the empty string. Okay, so now let's code this approach and let's understand this thing, how we can just solve it. I have made it very easy for you guys to understand this thing. It's a bit complicated problem, but it's very much bit easy to understand even. Okay, so now let's go for the next part of it and understand these things. Okay, so now we will be on our coded part. Now let's see how we can do it. Simple guys, what we have to do first, we have to declare the length. I have written the steps for solving, and you will get these all notes in the down below, where you can just take a reference of it. So it says string 1, I will take the length 2, and which is the length of str2. Similarly, I'll just get in the length, and now what I will do, I'll just create a loop. So for I in range, I will run this loop from where to where. From first we have to figure out the minimum of it. So str1 and str2, not str1. I will just take the length of 1, length of 2. Till now we are on this particular track. Okay, we are just trying to do this, and from where to where, from 0 to -1 I will be going, and there what I will be doing, simply guys, I just have to call the function here, like if div, we just pass the value, like here. Now we are doing this particular thing. Okay, we are passing here the value of the minimum string. Like if this thing is minimum, then 4 will be passed. Like this we will be doing the things. Okay, so let's do it. So in is division, what I will be passing, I will be passing my I, and in this particular thing, what I will be doing, I will be returning. In this particular case, what I will be returning, I will be returning the string from where to where, guys, from here to I will be returning. Easy, from here to I will be returning. So like this we will do, and then we will return the easy solutions. Now it's returning. Now we will write the isDiv function over here. Now let me write this isDiv. Okay, so now I will create this isDiv. How we create a function like this, we will create a function in Python, and I will just pass the I. This is known as functional programming. It is important for you guys to understand functional provide construct as well. We will create one separate video on it so that you can understand it in a very easy way and possible, how we can create a functions of it in a very bit way, in a very easy way as possible. Okay, so def isDiv, we're gonna pass the values here. Now what we'll be checking here? Now firstly we will be checking, because now we are writing our isDiv function, so the implementation part of it is written here. Okay, so first we'll check for the length. Like if is L1 mod of I is equal to 0, you can just write this, and you can just like this. Okay, if this happens, then you just return the false. Else you have to do something great. What you have to do? If this thing does not persist, okay, if this thing doesn't happen, then what you have to do? You have to do just calculate the F1 and F2. So what will be your F1, guys? What will be your F1? So your F1 will be nothing. Your F1 will, now just what we will do? We will just divide this thing by I, and your L2 will be divided by 2. Not by 2, not by I. Okay, easy. Got the thing? We just calculated the factors. Now we will be returning the solution. How this thing will be look like? I will talk about this string 1. So from here to I into factors, like take the example of 1 factors, and it should be equal to the my string 1. And talking about the next, talking about the string 1 only, I will just have to multiply it with the factor 2. So like this, both the string should be same. Okay, so I will check it with the string 2 like this. Let me shift somewhere here. Okay, easy. This thing we have just written over here. This thing only we have just written here. Not very good. This thing we have just written. This thing only we have just written. And after this thing, what you have to do? Simple. Your code has been done. Let's see how it looks. And if you wanna run this, okay, so it's giving me one sort of runtime error over here. So what does error look like? You will look like F1. Okay, I will just pass the F2 over here because I will have to multiply the factor 2 here for the answer. Now we will check for the solution. So type object here is not subscriptable. It's returning me error over here that my type object. Let me check for the solution. Like, is my solution is correct or not? I'm just returning the length, and then I just declared one function. I just checked over here, and then I just returning the false. F1 and F2 just done this. Okay guys, we are doing the great way right now. We are on the right track. And then what we have just done, we have just do the here stuff and just checking with the str2. Okay, then it's a -1, and then okay, I think here is the problem. So what I have to do, I have to just pass str1 over here. Here is the problem I just got, and let's see now. Okay, so it's accepted guys. Bonsai, we have done the final problem. So this is the end of this crash course. So let me see, it's getting submitted, and it beats the 90% of the Python users. So this is the problem, this is the ultimate problem. Just watch this video, this particular segment of this problem 2 to 3 times, and you're gonna make it understand, because I've just taken too much time in this problem, because this problem is very easy to understand, but it takes too much time. Simply what we are just doing, we are just finding out one common shortest string. Okay, and then we are just finding out the factors F1 and F2, and then we are multiplying this thing by that particular factors to generate the strings. Okay, and then we are just comparing it with the different strings like str and str2. And if this comparison gets successful, like if I get true over here and true over here, then I will say that this thing is my minimum number, which I can just do. So I just have to return this as an output. So this will be my solution. Okay, so this is the stuff. So it's really nice to have you guys. Soon we will solve many problems in this 50 days series. Just be with me. So it's a day 7 video. So I think you enjoyed day 7. It's a crash course on string, complete crash course. You can just watch this video anytime before your interviews also, so that you can understand this thing in a very easy way as possible. Till then, thank you so much guys for watching this video. I will see you in the next video soon in the day 8. Till then, this is Ashwardhan signing off. Be with me guys in the complete day 50 challenge, 50 days challenge, 50 days of ultimate competitive programming, and then we'll move to the development part also. So till then, this is Ashwardhan signing off.